Alright people, let's do another run of the bazaar. So last time we noticed that when we achieve only one milestone, we decline in rank. Okay, so achieving just one milestone, that's not enough. So it was not a big decline, I think from 8,700. You can rewatch the last video real quick, but there's 8,700 to 9,100. So the goal is to achieve more than that. Alright, so we are going again into the classics here, I believe. Let's see. The classic means exactly this one. Always this one. And then we re-roll, knowing that we won't have enough money for anything, but that's okay. Good. And now we need... Let me think. So it would be... I think we go for this. Because here, every hit is a benefit, no matter what we get here. While with the other beast, I think only 3 out of 5 would be a hit. That's why we take the sure event here. I mean, there's a little bit of thinking like that involved too. Yes, so the flying beast with the spear, if we get the skill, 1 out of 6 chance or so, it would be better. But here, yes, everything is better. And that was a pretty good hit, because 2 fire this early in the game is insane. We need some sort of a weapon to win the first day, and I think that's the weapon we need to win. Okay, now give me this. I mean, 5 times the burn. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we have a really good lighter here now. A defensive lighter even. So I think we should... Yeah, so this is not really needed, I believe, but this right here might be good. So we want to haste this guy. Alright, so let's see if the defensive lighter will do something for us. Also, this is the first run of the day. There has been no update for a long time. Okay, so this is really unusual, I would say. Very unusual. So there was the Jewels update, and that's it ever since. I hope they are working on the game stability and in the overall performance of the game. Because look, there are some things that are not very good. So I can't open up my chest, for example, while this fight is going on. So there are some aspects of this game that I really dislike. And we are losing this, by the way, so... But our lighter is doing a great job, as you can see. It's really keeping us in the game for longer than we should. Yeah, so there was enough defensive capabilities, and we don't have this heavy hit that we need from our beast here. So what we need now is, let's see, we put this here so this guy can poison then. Then we take the skill. That's a really good one. And now, yes, give me a heal item. So we are going to boost that lighter with a very simple goal to turn this into our defensive item for the rest of the game. This might be a good idea. I've never done that, boosting a defensive lighter. So one of my best runs that I remember, it was a long time ago though, was a cloak with an obsidian lighter. Okay, that was crazy. And I think back in the day the lighter had a 2-second cooldown. So it was absolutely crazy. They nerfed the lighter later on to a 3-second, but it used to be 2 if I remember correctly, and it was awesome. Yeah, so the lighter will be boosted indeed, and I just noticed these bullshit items that you typically don't want to have. Now with a lighter like this, you happily take them. You know, now let's get some weapons. So, not these ones. Not these ones, we need some slowing weapons. Bronze tier weapon. Yeah, this is also not the one we want. Is there anything aquatic we want? Wow, so we are, yeah, this guy, illusory, and right here, that's okay, but we had a lot of bad hits, but okay. The good thing we have now two win conditions. So if we face a heavy armor person, our poison might do the job. And there we go, this is a heavy armor person. Um, so let's see if we can provide some heavy hitting. Our shrimp is not quite doing the job, so I believe our healing is keeping us in the game, yes. And I believe this will be one of those cases where the poison is winning. Well, both. Both. Fire was there too. But the lighter, surprisingly good. Surprisingly good with this 50 health. Unbelievable. Let's see how far we can get with it. So now we take again a weapon. Oh, yeah, this is the weapon we want. There we go. So the mantis is getting better and better. 6 regen. Yes, please. And I think the product demonstrator was pretty good. Yes, we have firestones, we have some ammo. The rest is pretty much useless, this flying item stuff, but um, I still believe our mantis can do some damage here. Yes, that was a good hit. 25 burn, and the lighter is keeping the fire up, which is another really nice effect. So we have still 25, as you can see. So the lighter was doing just a good job. And we get this. What is this? Your vehicles and drones stop flying. Yeah, this is one of those stop-start flying mechanics. I have no idea what it is and how it works. Unfortunately, we get the same fish twice. That doesn't give us anything. Okay, let's get here now. Yeah, that's a money bank. That's a clamourer. That's good too. Oh, yeah, so I think we should try this one. This is a 5 second. This is a 5 second too. Let me think. So right now, something like this, right? So this guy's now, yeah, I think it's something like that. Let's see if it works out. Oh, and the board is expanding. This is even better because now we want this guy right here to give us silver fishes because we have just day 3. That's pretty early in the game. Oh, yes, and then we want a slow an item. That doesn't do much, even though it looks good. Yeah, then let's just give this fish a little bit more poison then. Yeah, so it looks good, and then let's see, a diamond jewels, or not diamond, as legendary jewels. I wish they would show you the rank here. This would be funny to face against rank 10 or so. Okay, so this is a heavy armor build, I believe. So in this case, it is very possible that our poison will do something. It is also a heavy burning build. Yeah, we are not winning this. There's too much going on the other side. Yeah, too much. Too strong. And we don't have armor yet. So if we can give our mantis armor enchantment, maybe we get somewhere at some point. But for now, I don't see anything here. Wow, that was really bad. Here we have 2 money banks now. That's interesting. So it's the small items usually that are relevant for us. Unfortunately not. Okay, this guy. The critical mantis, that's also something to look out for. Okay, so I believe our build that tries to be a hybrid poison, I believe that doesn't do much. I mean, yes, it builds up poison as you can see, and even more than... We have more poison built up than fire now. That's very unusual. That's a good indicator that our Mantis does not receive enough stuff at the beginning. But we will change that. Okay, so let's just get a weapon. Sometimes these weapons are exactly what we need. Okay, so what is this? Nothing. What is this? Well, you have less health than your enemy. Your items have a lot of crit. The first time you use a large item. Yeah, that's unfortunately not what we want. When you use a vehicle, you don't do that. Yeah, so let's go for the crit chance if we have less health. This might be pretty good. Here, nothing. This is what I was looking for. Okay. This goes back. This money bank we sell. And now we buy this. Perfect. This is what we need. Then of course the 2 poison fishes will disappear eventually. But now we have here 2 items. 2 slows more before. Oh, I think it goes off even 2 times. Let's see. So this is, I think, a 4-second cooldown, right? Yeah, 4 seconds, and that's 9. So this guy will produce 4 slows before the Mantis goes off. And that's a pretty good hit, I think. But we have a burst built on the other side. Yeah, that's pretty difficult. That's a pretty difficult start. Okay. We don't have the money for Curio, but the 10 region, that's what we want. And a little bit more gold is what we want. Okay, and now let's not beat this, let's beat the Sabertooth. Even though there's nothing useful for us. I mean, this skill potentially small diamond items cooldown reduced. But will we get anything to diamond? I'm not sure. Our Mantis is not hitting that hard. Oh yes, the shot glasses are missing. Obviously, I was thinking, why is it not hitting as hard as it should? And it's really just the difference between having the shot glasses and not having them. That's what it is. So we don't need this healing item, it's too slow. Where do we get shot glasses typically? Well, not here, but we go here anyways because aquatics are the items that here, ammo item. This could have been shot glasses. Small weapon, almost. It says when you use the weapon to the left, so it doesn't work with this guy. Okay, so this should be a loss again. And we are facing legendary opponents more often now. That's interesting. Oh, that's a burst build. I would say we don't beat builds like that, so you need the tripwire to beat them. Poison is way too slow to win anything here. No way. And the lighter slowly falls off, as you can see. So the lighter is really... Let's see how much healing it did, but I think it went off 3 times maybe. Yeah, 4 times 200 healing. So that's 200 healing is not making a difference at this stage of the game. So we need now to look at the other small items here. Poison needs to go. Doesn't do anything. This guy. It's possible. It's possible to turn this into a... Yes. Let's do it. So now we have a healing shrimp. So we got rid of that one item, but it wasn't too good anyways. It was not a too good item. this guy is the next one who has to go. And then out of these, let's fight the wolf. Because the wolf this time has critical items. And yes, so this shrimp healing maybe keeps us in the game. Let's see. And also it has crit, so I think we significantly increased our damage by this. That's an obsidian thing, we don't need it. Here are weapons again. Tortuga, never played with a Tortuga. Yeah, so looking for weapons I don't think does a lot for us. Here the first time use a rightmost item, charge a slow item. That's pretty good because your rightmost item, it's this one. And the first 3 times, that's pretty good. Now we go here and we get ourselves a golden mantis, which is really important. That's really important. Having an ambergris is also pretty good. It's just 2 money banks. Yeah, interesting game. We didn't win a whole lot against these legendary opponents, so it might be that this game will become interesting now. So yeah, so we are charging. And we did, it wasn't a critical hit, I believe. So let's see, we are being slowed. I think the second hit, come on, if we can make the second hit possible. Yes, we can win. It was a crit, it was healing us, and now it's just burning. So this trick with the crow's nest made a difference, at least in this match. And also the critical hit for 60% was not bad. So this time everything appeared to be clicking a little bit better. So what do we need now? Nothing of that. Oh, this might be something. Nope. Yeah, so this is not needed. This guy needs to go. Illusory. Let's beat the Joyful Jack. And there's the skill that says when you heal or gain regen, charge a poison item 1 second. Well, we are healing with the lighter. So it would be pretty good if it starts. If we can turn this into a poisonous fish. Even though we understood that poison is too slow. There we go. The second hit is oftentimes critical. And also it was 60% because of that skill. So we had indeed less health than our opponent in our last match. Okay, let's have a fight. This one I think we lose. Yeah, I think we lose this one. Because that's a pretty heavy plasma cannon here. This plasma rifle. It's doing quite the damage. So we got lucky that our shrimp went off slightly after the cannon. This was our luck. But still I can't beat this guy. Okay, what do we want? I think fire skills might be a good idea. When you burn, your items gain 1 crit chance, and that's the first time you use an item each fight. Haste 1 burn item. I think this is pretty good with the burning, but no, let's haste. Let's haste. So we need speed to become more effective. Okay, so that's a regular dude here. Okay. Let's see what is being hasted. So either, oh, look at this. The first time you use an item, it's this glamorize hasting a burn item right at the beginning. The shrimp is hasted, yes. Again, our dive weights are doing a little bit. Now comes the big hit. Yes, the big hit. So let's get to one milestone. This would be the goal. Always. At least one milestone. Now, we don't need this. We don't. Well, this would be nice. This would be nice. Right next to our shrimp. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. So this shrimp is now 65% crit. All it needs is to have critical damage. And this guy right here, we put them... Oh wait. So it looks like it doesn't matter where we put them. But this guy needs the damage, yes. And this guy has now 25% crit as well, which is pretty good. So this looks like a good build right now. So what we do is... Oh, what's going on here? 4. Yeah, we gotta sell this and get ourselves a little bit of health. A little bit of health. And now the big question is, do we beat the dragon here? Huh. You know what? It doesn't look like it. Let's beat this guy. I don't think we can beat the dragon here. And we shouldn't goof around either. We should try to win. Back in the day I was going for the most difficult opponents with the idea, oh, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. But in this case, we want to keep our rank a little bit. So it does matter a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. So this thing right here again kept us in the game. And it wasn't even a critical hit, I believe. So we would have lost, but the healing from the crow's nest, this is a real comeback item. Ammo item here. It's unbelievable that we play for so long without the shot classes here. Oh, ho, ho. Weather machine. That's what you want. Weather machine, yes. That's the item you want. So you get rid of this and of this now because it really doesn't do anything. And this is what we want now. This is our absolute game changer. This guy is now hasting this. The weather machine slows all items. So this guy will be tremendously boosted. Yeah, so I think. And then let's see if we can find something else that is crazy. Okay, so this tech guy, we need to pay attention. This was crazy. Now, slow all items for longer. And 3 items start flying. So let's get this, because we need the critical hit. Okay, it needs to be a safe critical hit. This build is unusual, to say the least. Very unusual. Yes, and our shrimp is hitting for 400, and now again. Slow all items, slow again, so the second shrimp hit will be devastating. Yes, absolutely devastating hit. Can we win? Yes, we do. So the weather machine is carrying us. We need to remember, if we go for shrimp and we see the tech merchant, we need to go there. And we have our first milestone. Nice. So what do we need now? So this build is pretty complete. All we need is survivability. Because there's really not much we can do with this build. I think we will ride this now to the end. There's nothing we can do. not even here. So yeah, let's get some of those. That's good. More damage, more critical. That's really good. Not a single yellow one. How nice is that? Yeah, so now we go, let me think. The island doesn't do anything. This guy, I don't think so. If we can get big ego here, we would have a free slot here for something. Because the crit is not like the game changer. The game changer for us is the question whether we can heal or not. Yeah, this was pretty good. Okay, so obviously you don't get this big ego skill often, which is totally fine. So now we have here something that is quite nice. So let me think what we do. So either we enchant this here so that slow doesn't affect it, and I think we go for that. Celestial, we don't want our shrimp to be slowed down. And since the weather machine is slowing down all items, it's slowing down the shrimp as well. We want to avoid that. So that appears plausible to me. And then we go here and we give it something like that. Okay, let's try. Alright, so let's see whether the weather machine, it doesn't slow down. That's pretty nice. And it doesn't freeze. So but we still lost, but this is fine. This is to be expected. The effect that we wanted was working though. Our Mantis is doing a good job now. So what we can do now is 63%. Yes, that's awesome. We turn this into a critical ship. This means whenever we hit critically, this is a triple damage, not a double damage. So it says your weapon have double crit damage. So it has 63%. If we have less health, it has even 83%. That's quite a lot. And this is what we hope for. Okay, we need none of that. We need, what is here? Nothing. Again, we need a little bit of health. Like this. Then we need this guy. It's a long time that we didn't get the juggler. Because the juggler will boost our weather machine. Yeah, so it wasn't a critical hit unfortunately. But that's okay. Critical should be 1500 damage. Or 2000 damage even. Yeah, 3 times as much. Wow. Yeah, so critical hits, they do the job here. And what else do we need? Hasting? Yes, why not? Freeze. The first 5 times you slow charge. We don't haste that much, I just realized. Here. Here, the first 5 times you use your leftmost item, which is the shrimp. The first time you freeze each fight, haste 2 items. Yes, we do freeze with this. Now let's get a little bit more health to survive the attack, and now let's give it this. And This is just a little boost. It's also boosting our money bank. And at this point we can sell to have the gold in the statistic, because this is very possible that we have our last fight now. Yeah, so we have a potion built on the other side. It will be healing a lot. I believe in a game like this you might want to have more than just one Mantis shot. Yeah, but it looks like it's over. Yeah. Which is okay, we have one milestone. Let's see if we still drop rank now. But it was an interesting match nevertheless. So we didn't find the shot glass, but besides that, I think it was pretty okay. Alright then, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.